I recently read this book, and one of the story in this book really caught my attention. Hi there friends, thank you so much for watching this video. In this session, I'm going to talk about this short story that I read from this book, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Let's start the story by talking about this person. His name is Richard Fuscone. He is one of the very successful businessmen and even listed in the Forbes magazine as one of the successful businessmen. And because of his very successful nature, he has a very big mansion, a very ultra-rich lifestyle, because the house that he bought requires $90,000 on monthly basis just to maintain the property. So that is the kind of lifestyle that Richard has been practicing. And then as he went through this lavish lifestyle, something happened. In the year 2008, the financial crisis happened, right? So all his assets went off, and at the same time, he was surrounded by many debts. At one point, he has to declare bankrupt. Okay, he has to declare bankrupt, and then he even lost his source of income. On the flip side, I would like to introduce to you to Mr. Ronald Read. He is a janitor, basically a cleaner lah. So, Mr. Read, he has been doing the same job for years, for decades. And of course, being a janitor means his income is not that big, right? But what he did consistently throughout the years is that he invested his money in a low-cost index fund. And he never overspent his money. He was living below his means, right? And when he passed away, his net worth was about $8 million. So $2 million, he basically left it for his family, while the remaining $6 million, he donated to the neighborhood community hospital. This story caught my attention because we can see these two characters, they were having different behaviors when it comes to money. Richard, you can see that he's living his life, right, with big mansions, fast cars and things like that. But at the end of the day, he had to declare bankrupt. But Mr. Read, on the other hand, yes, he has the money because he's been slowly growing his money, but he never showed off. He was living below his means, he was living happily with his family, and at the end of the day, the impact that he created was way bigger compared to this so-called successful businessman. The takeaway message here is that many people think that they can only start saving their money when they earn a bigger income, for example. But the truth is that it's never about the income, right? So it's not about how much income that we earn, but how are we managing whatever we have today. The extra money that we receive through the salary increment or job promotion, so that will actually help us to further expand our existing behavior. This is what we should practice actually. In other words, we ought to start investing or saving with whatever we have today. Don't have to wait for salary increment, salary adjustment, job promotion, all that stuff. So think about it. If you want to know more about how I particularly grow my money, you can drop me a message. And by the way, my name is Naresh and I am your Goal Buddy.